we're going to take you through Go High Level. So this is a new software that I found, and it is incredible, people. I just want to tell you that I've used ClickFunnels, I've used GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, different things like Twilio, and different things to help generate leads for my clients. And the reason that I want to talk to you about this is not only because of 14-day trial, but to show you exactly how to set up a Go High Level campaign. But first, I'll give you a quick intro on Go High Level, because this thing will save you money. It'll save you headaches, because what I was doing before, I was using ClickFunnels, I was using Thrive Themes, I was using different things to put things together, but I had to interconnect everything, like with Zapier, what they call a Zap, and I would have to interconnect everything in order to make a page work. The super cool thing about Go High Level is this is for agencies and marketers to generate leads and to nurture leads. What does that mean? So we can capture leads into basically a funnel, into somewhat, before we used to have to use like Google Sheets or something like that. But we can capture leads. We can use this as a CRM for our own teams. But not only that, we can actually share this with our clients, and they can call, they can document, make notes, whatever they want right from the CRM. It is incredible. I'm just telling you. So what we're doing for companies, we're capturing the leads, we're nurturing the leads. So we'll actually call. We can do voice drops. We can do SMS text. We can do emails. We can Facebook message right through this. And then we can close these deals and collect the payments or scheduled appointments right through the system. It is incredible. I cannot explain it anymore. I am so excited about this. And I'm not just saying this. It takes me a lot to do a video, take the time to do a video and get excited about it. But you're going to see this. I'll leave a link below this video that you can go there. It'll give you a 14-day free trial. I'll share some of my funnels and some of my campaigns with you if you just reach out to me as just a sign of saying thanks for signing up. And if you have any questions about anything whatsoever, reach out to me. I'll help you with this tool. I am learning also, but I'm putting together an academy for this to really walk through people through this, and really to set up some step-by-step videos. So today is what we're going to do is I'm setting up a video campaign for in Go High Level, which this is the dashboard right here. So I'm going to set up a campaign for Par Media Group. I may just call it an account, call it Jim Parr or something like that. And in light of what's going on in the world right now, I'm going to offer some free consultation to business owners and to different people that are just working from paycheck to paycheck, and then their check gets cut off due to this whatever you want to call it, this coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever it is. Anyways, I've got my own opinions about it. The fact of the matter is, I'm going to show you how to set up a campaign in Go High Level, because it's a little intimidating when you first get in here. Normally, it's just a white page here, so there's nothing whatsoever here. And the cool thing is we can set up the scheduling. We can set up everything right away and very detailed. So there's going to be some steps, but it's not weeks of building like we were doing before. This takes minutes versus many hours to set up a campaign. So what I'm going to do is walk through this step-by-step process and teach you how to set up an account. As I said, this is going to be a free consultation for business owners and other people. I haven't taken a paycheck. I haven't been on a payroll for over 20 years. So the fact of the matter is, nobody has to rely on a job or be a slave of a workplace in order to get income. So with this going on, let's set up a campaign and we'll walk you through step by step. Okay, our next step is to really set up a sub account. So these are sub accounts of the main Go High Level dashboard. So what we're going to do is simply click Add Account. And basically we can go in here, do a blank snapshot, which is what we're going to do. We can go in here and set up, these are templates. So you can grab a template and set up a template, which is really cool. So if you got a yoga studio, I can't even talk, solar snapshot, real estate, mortgage, pest control, these are all campaigns that are basically already set to go. I haven't done one of these snapshots, but you can click on them. Like here's one, coaching snapshot. So for coaches offering free discovery call. So we could set up, basically that's what I'm going to do here. And so example, they have example Facebook ads, setup guide. So create ad account. It goes through literally step by step. Add a phone number, create, this, and it walks through every single step that we have to go through. I know it looks like a lot, but this can take weeks with anything else, and it doesn't take that. These are just little triggers, so these take a few minutes to set up. So don't be like saying, wow, this is a lot of stuff. It goes by really fast, and I'll show you that through this video because we're going to walk through this with you and kind of show you how it goes. So I'm just going to copy this real quick and put this into a notepad because I like how it has those steps. So we'll get out of this, we'll just cancel this, and we're going to go back to add an account, and we're going to go ahead with the coaching one because I'm going to set up free coaching. Basically free consulting. So if you're home services, that could be plumbing, heating, whatever, mortgage loan. The cool thing is you can, with this, you can go in, remember with ClickFunnels, if you ever had it, you could qualify leads through a quiz. Well, you can do all of that through Go High Level. That's what's crazy is everything is there. So we just clicked on that to set up the new account. So we have to figure out what we're going to name this account. So if it was a company that was, say that was a company locally or something, we're in the Nashville area. I've got a client here, Aloha Air Conditioning and Heating. You could literally just click on them and it would fill in the account information automatically just like that. The account that I'm going to create is one personally for me because I'm just going to be doing some consulting. But if I wanted to put in, my agency, Par Media Group, that is it. That's the address and everything. So you can click on it, bam, the account is set up. You can add a profile image like a logo or whatever. So if you have a client, you just type in their information. If they have a Google local listing on Google Maps, it's going to pull that information up. So we're just going to click Add Account manually because we're going to put all the information in. But like I said, if we would have just put in that other information, basically it would fill that in automatically. So it's a pretty cool deal, and it's just really goes fast. So business name, we've got account information, so that might be the CEO or whoever is typically, or you could put even who's managing the account here. So I'm going to put myself in here, Jim Parr, but maybe it's somebody at your company that's handling the account for this business, and then you would just put that in there. So I'm going to put up to par marketing, and because I've got that company, And then we're gonna put in my address of Nashville, Tennessee, and then we can put in, I'll put in my information there for my office, and then I'm just gonna put chimpar.com, and you can put the HTTPS if you really choose to, but that's all you got to put in. That's just, you click save, and now you're going to be taken to a once this saves here, you'll see it spinning here. Then you're going to be taken to a different area, and it's populating the information here. So now we have our accounts set up. So if we go in here and we look at accounts, you know, we can see Up to Par Marketing, Nashville, Tennessee. And that's the account that we're working on right now. So this is the dashboard. Let's let this load. My internet gets a little slow when we're doing video stuff, so just bear with us. But so we'll let that populate, and then we can start adding information and how we're going to set this up. So we can put in a company logo and all that stuff. So now we've got our main dashboard. So we're in Up to Par Marketing. Everything's loaded. We could have a pipeline here, like a cost per lead. Say you were working with a dental office, and they had, you know, a free tooth or teeth whitening deal, but you know, maybe that's worth $1,000 to that dentist, just getting them in for a teeth whitening. So you can put in a pipeline value. Opportunities would be opportunities coming in. Conversations are, you know, the text messaging, and we'll take you through step by step setting all this up. I just want to walk you through this. We've got opportunities is basically hot leads, booking requests, booking confirmed. We'll be able to put in a schedule here. This will fold up, and you can just basically hit anywhere over here, and it will open up back again. So again, we've got a drop down on marketing, so campaigns, bulk requests, triggers, and we'll go through this. Form builder, we're going to do some forms. HTML builder. It's a lot quicker, you know, if we're just not teaching it, but we've got Google Ads. So you can incorporate your Google Ads in here. Like I said, you can put in scheduling. So if you got a Google Calendar, you can add that in there. Maybe it's a client's calendar. Reputation's a big deal. We can do, you know, take a customer's email list of 20,000 people and put out a request for a Google review. And the crazy thing, you know, we can put any links we want in there. But the crazy thing is, I did that for a client, and they had like 15 reviews, and they went up to over 1,000 reviews overnight, just off the contacts. And that's where we put the contacts in. So we can add the contacts basically in here. If we click on this, add contacts, you can download your contacts into a spreadsheet. Here's a really cool thing here. We can create funnels. So you don't need ClickFunnels. I'm not saying I don't like ClickFunnels, but hey, why not have everything in one place? And I was, you know, I had a lot of clients in ClickFunnels, but I kept having to pay. I was paying about $1,697 or $997 a month, so almost $1,000 a month. But this has everything in it. So triggers, you know, we'll teach you a trigger. So discovery call claimed, and then it'll trigger something else. So to create a new opportunity. Online listings, phone calls. So this is pretty cool because we can go in here and basically click on settings. Once your deal is set up, your integration with Twilio, you can actually grab phone numbers on the fly. Like there says no phone numbers in the account, but if I want to add a phone number, I can just put in an area code, 615, and search. and it's going to start spitting out all these phone numbers, and they become yours within seconds. Not like you don't have to wait 24 hours or anything like that. Like with Google, Google Voice, you got to wait some time. These are your numbers, and you can select, a number that makes sense. That's some of these will be like 392-1000 or something like that. So you can just select a number, and bam, it's your phone number. And then settings. Settings is just where you can add your company logo. So we can add that in. We can add a company email. You want to definitely put your time zone in there. API keys. This is basically your Zapier. Use this for Zapier or any other API integrations. And then once you do it, just click update company, update address, whichever is relevant. But let's walk through. I know we're 15 minutes into this, but I'm really walking you through this step by step so that you understand everything. So let's go through setting up an actual campaign and how we're going to do this and what those steps are. Okay, now we're going to go and we're going to set up a campaign. So many of you are familiar with ActiveCampaign, maybe MailChimp, maybe GetResponse, where you set up a campaign. So this is going to be similar to what that would be, because in those events you create different places, like an opt-in or a lead generated, whatever. And so we're going to create a new campaign within Up to Par Marketing. So we just click on Create Campaign, and basically we're going to add event. So start by adding an event to this campaign. So all we have to do, we're in draft mode right now, so it's not live yet. It's a SMS. We have options here: email, voicemail, messenger, call, wait, manual call. But we're going to do this through text. So text is a great option. Email's also good, but sometimes they go to spam. So let's set up an automated SMS campaign. And so we've got that set up. We can look at this, and we're going to start putting in our particular triggers. So first things first, we're going to type in what we want it to say. So we could say, if you had an offer, we could say, hey there, thanks for signing up for a $50 free gift card. When do you want to come by to pick it up? So that would be great for a retail, brick and mortar, massage, whatever it is. But we're going to say, hey there, and we can personalize this with custom values. So we could say contact first name, and we could say, hey, it's going to grab their name. So we just did that by custom value. So we're going to say, hey there, thanks for signing up for the free consultation. And then we can actually trigger this and do a trigger, but I'm going to say to them, for the free consultation, and I'm going to say, please reply yes to confirm your date and time. And I might even ask them what date and time works, but we'll figure this out. I haven't done the schedules a lot, but you can see that we're doing this right away, and then we just hit save. So we could add an attachment to this and send it right to their phone also. So if you have a gift card, you could send it to their phone. Okay, so we're going to click save here. We might add to this a little bit later, but we're going to click save. And we can even do a mobile test and see if it works. You can actually put in your phone number send test, and see if it works. And so we're just going to put in one of my office cells and send a test, and let's see if it works. And we don't have a phone number in there, so it may not work yet. And so that was the next step that I was going to show you. And it's not working because we haven't set up that phone number. So our next step is to go into, make sure you've gone into your settings. That's one of the first things that you want to do, and set up your Twilio account. So in order to do that, I believe you go under, let's just see, integrations. It's going to be in here, and you're going to connect your Twilio. And the reason you want to do that is because you want to be able to add a phone number into this account. So we're going to go ahead and so under settings, which is where we're at right now, we're going to go under phone numbers once you have your Twilio account set up. So pause this video if you haven't. Go to Twilio, and that's just Twilio, and make sure you put some money in there, because like $15, it doesn't take a lot of money. Put 10 or 15 bucks in there, so it's free to sign up. Just go here, sign up, but add a payment source in here so that you can get that set up. So let's go back. We're going to add a phone number, and we're going to do an area code of 615, and we're just going to search this. So we've got 552-1711. I always look for a phone number that is kind of easy to capture, easy to remember. We got a lot of 492 numbers. I like this 552-1711. So we'll go ahead and select that, and we'll just hit save. So now we've got that phone number in here. We could do a call forwarding and enter forwarding number, which we're going to have to do. So I'm just going to send that to my cell phone. So let me just set that up real quick. So we put in one of those cells. We can do enable, if you, any of these little question marks, if you don't know what it is, just hit it and you can figure it out. So enable call recording, it'll actually record anything. Of course, we're using this for text, so it's really not necessary. And then recorded warning and message that you're being recorded. So we're just going to hit save. We're not worried about that. And so now we have that phone number set up. So we're going to go ahead, and our next step is to jump in there and add a funnel. So we're going to go down here to funnels, and we're going to create a new funnel. Okay, so we said the funnel is the next step, but we really have to go to marketing and build a form that we're going to put in the funnel. So we're going to go over to marketing, hit the drop down, and hit form builder. So what we want to do is set up the form. So we have one in here, and we can look at it. Let's look at it. We'll just edit it. It says it's active. So discovery call claim. We can rename this up. I believe it's under options here. So schedule free consultation. And I might even put free business consultation. It's pretty long, but so we've got name, and we can do this with 2 columns. So if we go into fields, we can move these fields around if we want to. Custom fields, we've got all kinds of options here. We've got name, email, phone number. I probably want one that says like organization. So, and if you click on the field, we can change this. I'm going to change this to business or company name. Because we're doing consultation for companies. And so we want to clarify that they have a business. So I'm going to say required. Put that check mark there. You can see if we click on these, you can see you can change it, first name, last name, email address, and phone number. Of course, we want the phone number because of for the fact that we have to have it. So we're going to click on here and we're going to put book your consultation call. So we got that in there. To change this color, all you do is click on it and just move the dot around. Very simple to move this, to do this. And then we can say, let's just go to options. On submit, we could put a pixel in here just to monitor that. And we could even do open to another URL if we choose to. So we're just going to say integrate form. And here's a link so we can go ahead and test this and see what it looks like. And that's the way the form looks like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna embed this into our funnel. That's how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna leave that as is right now. If I want to go back, let's just look at this. To me, it's a little big. Corner radius. So we can set the width down a little bit. So we could go like down to 500. Like so. Looks a little better. I mean, name, first name, last name. Let's see if I can add styles, fields, custom fields. And I'm just trying to look where we could, so that's if you want to put a date in there. I'm eventually going to add the schedule into there, but I haven't done that yet. But I haven't figured out how to do, like I want to put first name, last name kind of like side by side. Well, that didn't work. I just goofed that up altogether. So let's just put that in there. When you're trying to get back and forth, just click in the white area. It's no big deal. And that'll, here's inline. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. It's cleaner looking. And company name, email. So all I did is hit inline here, show label, and integrate, save and exit. We'll come back and get this code. So our next step is actually to go to the funnels. So we're gonna scroll on down to the funnels and create a new funnel. Okay, so before we do this funnel, which we already have a funnel in here, there's two ways we can do this. We need to go in and do a domain, put a domain in, because of course Go High Level does everything. So We're building a funnel. We're building everything inclusive in here. So basically, we're just going to click on settings down here in your dashboard and click on domains. And we need to add a new domain. So the first thing, I'm going to set up one that's schedule.gympar.com. But here's what it does. So we put in the domain that we want to do. So we need to point this to this funnels.msgsndr.com for schedule. So we go into the cPanel and go into that domain into the records. And here is basically what I did. So under here, the name is schedule.gympar.com. The C name is funnels.msgsndr.com. Remember this, I set this to 600 just because then it's almost instantaneous, because that's just, a few minutes. So I've got that in there. So let's go back to Go High Level once you put that C name in there in your domain. If you need to pause the video, just pause it and do that. So we got schedule.gympar.com. So I'm going to click add. And it's weird that it's doing this. And it's probably because I already put it in once and then I deleted it. So let's just go back. Let's make sure we got this right. So we're going to edit it. We're going to save it. TTL. Let's just do 960. And we're just going to save it. So 960, we got to wait a few minutes. Let's see if it kicked in yet. Let's just pause it. We'll give it a few minutes. Okay, so we got it in there. So this is what it happens. Domain scheduled, Gympar added successfully. So free discovery call. We're going to link the domain to that funnel, and then we're going to go and build that funnel. So let's go to funnels. What I did in the TTL, I actually dropped that to 30 seconds because this represents seconds. I'm not really worried about it because it's just another, it's a subdomain. So, but that did work. So we could do this. We could do a new funnel. If you picked a template, you're probably going to have a funnel in here already. So basically just hit the pencil and here it is. So we got 3 steps. We got an offer, we got a booking page, and we have a thank you page. Now, do I really need a offer page because I'm just offering a free call? I guess we could, but it's not really considered an offer. But let's just do it for time's sake and demonstration purposes on how to build the funnel. So we clicked on the pencil, and this is our first step. So we can change any of this. If you use ClickFunnels, it's going to be very simple for you to do this. So click on this little wheel here, and we can change this background, and it should be over here. See background image. And really, I don't want an image. Let's see if we click on there, backgrounds. So it's got a various amount of backgrounds. Let's try this one out. So that's a little bit different. I'm not crazy about dark backgrounds. In fact, you might think I'm weird, but I just like white. Kind of like this. Let's just do a a texture pattern. Now we can drop a video in here very easily just by hitting this. And then you can put your YouTube video link in there. And we'll probably do that. I'll just say, hey, thanks for coming here. Look forward to working with you or whatever. Like I said, I'm just doing a free call. So we can put a logo in here. So I can go and I can upload a logo. And we'll just go with this. I'm going to actually go down and grab my other logo down here. So I've got my up to par. And we'll find it. I've got a lot of up to par. So we'll just stick this one in there. And you can see it's loading. So I'm just going to hit yes. We can put a phone number in here. I really don't want a phone number in there, but yeah, I'm just going to delete that because we don't want them calling. We just want them setting up the discovery call. And then you can just basically click here and type in whatever you want. This is just going to go to the next step. And you can see button. We can change the color of the button. So if we want it a solid button, whatever we want, we can do that. So we can have it open the pop-up, which would be good because then it will go to a schedule. We could do a pop-up with the schedule. So we could just go here. And then there's the form. And we can actually add our schedule into here. So if we have, here's the calendar. So let's see, book and request, 2 hour. And then they just pick a date, time. We got our central time there. Pick a date and time. And we could actually, I think we could, no, we got to put this down below. But anyways, we can add that in there. Or we can have the next page go to, yeah, let's pull that out. So they can put in the information, then the next page would be the actual scheduling. So a lot of this stuff I'm going to pull out. I might put some information about me. Put some information, you know, no obligation. These calls are free. Basically all that stuff. And of course this is showing desktop only. If we click on this little phone here, now we've got a view of what it looks like here. So we can save this. And we're going to call this, we don't need to put any SEO data in there. We don't worry about that. But we can go and see what it looks like just by hitting preview. So we're going to tweak that a little bit. I'm going to simplify this and just have this part, none of this stuff in here because I'm not selling anything in this. So there is a pop-up, entering your information below to claim this, claim your discovery call. So it's really not a discovery call, but we'll leave it at that. So anyways, make sure it looks good on your mobile only so that you can, you know, you can put the logo and stuff up there. So make sure you do both pieces, desktop and mobile. So let's go back to the next step. And then here's the booking page. So if we go to edit, this will be the next page after they fill out the information. So they've got date, time, available times. And we can, you know, on this schedule here, we can adjust these, and we can have, adjust it according to the Google Calendar. So, and I believe that's under settings here. Let's just find it. And understand, bear with me, I'm new at this too. I'm doing these because I like the fact of doing these with you, because it helps me learn and helps you learn. So yeah, calendar. So we can select a different calendar, whatever one we want. So these booking requests are a different time frame. And to do the settings of the calendar, we can just do that. What times are available, we can actually do that in the settings tab in once we go back. So we're just going to hit save. This will always pop out. Just get rid of that. And then of course the third page is just a thank you page. So, but if we go to settings here, here's the thank you. Thank you for enrolling. They'll get a text message, of course. But yeah, here's the calendars right here. So we can edit these right here. We can add a calendar in here. So if we do a booking request, we can set these up to whatever we want. 30 minutes, 15 minutes, auto confirm appointment. So 30 minutes before the call. So we can go in here and set all this up. I'm not going to do it right now, but we can say, if we don't want Mondays as an option, we just shut it off. And then we can just say 8 a.m. to, change this to 8 a.m. to noon and call it a day. Hit save. Now only those hours will show up. So. But whichever calendar we want to adjust here, we can do it. And I'm not going to go into all that detail. So, but that's really the first things to getting this going and setting up your funnel and everything. So we're going to do another series of videos. We're going to talk about triggers. I'm going to do a whole series of videos. We're going to talk about each one of these opportunities, conversations. If somebody was to go out and fill out that form, let's go back to that funnel. Let me just show you real quick. So if we go and click on this and we want to preview this, let's just go here. And this is so much like ClickFunnels where you could actually go in and do that. Let's see. So here's a preview. So if I go in, put my information, book consultation. Okay, so there it went to the second page. So it's working. I can select a date, a time, select date, book appointment. I'm not sure why it asked me that information again. But if it does, we could remove the form. We don't have to have that initial form, and since it asks those questions. But maybe those questions are kind of a discovery to make sure that they qualify for it. So we click book appointment, and there's the thank you. So now if I go back into conversations, not so much the conversations, but the contacts. We should have a contact in here. And there it is. So date added. We can see that this person booked, and scheduling, calendar should show that right there. Looks like, yeah, there it is right there. So we can just click on this and there's all the information. And we can add, status busy, confirmed, close. We can put notes in there. So we can actually use this as a CRM. But as I said, leave your comments below, leave your questions below. And we're going to talk about triggers and pipelines on some different videos. But triggers, just to give you kind of a deal about this, is basically a lead nurturing thing. So discovery, claim, nurture, create an opportunity, new lead, stage. So it just will go into much detail about this, but this says a new lead has been added to your lead management pipeline. The automation will run. So right now it's set up in an automation, and that's what triggers are. So depending on what they did, it's going to trigger a particular thing. And so you can see the pipeline stage here, but we can set up pipelines over here, but I don't want to confuse you too much. Here's a pipeline right here, your promotional pipeline. So new leads, hot leads, booked requests. So pipelines are basically the level of interest in whether it's a new lead, hot lead, a booked, a confirmed, and then if it's sold or already done, you can kick them out so that they're not getting messages. So anyways, that's what it is, and I'm glad that, make sure you get your 14-day free trial below so you can start using this. There's no obligation. You can start out with the smaller package, initially, and then work yourself up just like I did. Thanks a lot for watching, and talk to you.